Right, guys, let's do a review of the Panther 88 Premium Tier 8 Medium from Germany. So, I'm going to do a comparison between this and the Indian Panther. So let's have a look at the armour. It's got a front plate of 80mm, lower plate of 40, side skirts, and then working up to 40mm on the sides. So you can see that the 5mm of side skirts actually change the armour from, at this point of the tracks, 130-ish, going up right the way through to auto bounce zone. The upper area, you're looking, because of the angling, about 70mm. Right, looking across at the upper plate, 80mm, right the way across, from about 115mm, equivalent of armour, up to about 130. Coming forward, the centre is about 120, 125, but there's this area which is a lower. If you can shoot underneath the side skirts, past the tracks, you can possibly get in with a low pen area, which, there we go, this sort of an area, which is only the equivalent of about a 55, but it's a really difficult shot. The lower plate is actually only 50mm, but because the angling is an auto bounce, which is great. The turret itself is 120mm, so if you from the front, it could be quite easily penetrated. The gun mantlet is around about 30mm, but because the angling and sloping, it can work up to about 100, 130mm, even more, 200 odd. So yeah, and the side of the turret, 60mm, but because of the angling, it's an auto bounce. The same on the other side. Let's have a look at the actual areas. So yes, you can see. So if you angled the turret, you can change the sloping and the armour thickness because of that up to about 135mm, whereas the sides go up to about 70, angling go up to 80, and then start moving to the auto bounce. So wiggling the turret is good. Angling from the front, you can get auto bounces from the side, and the tracks can eat things. So if you wiggle the turret and the hull, you can actually get hull down very nicely with this tank and use the very good gun, which is the 88 K43 L71 gun. So let's have a look at the Indian Panther. Similar gun, except the upgraded version's got, instead of an 88, it's got a 90mm, which is good. The sloping of the armour can actually give you around about 100mm, but because of, if you're sloping and angling properly, you can get an auto bounce. The only area that's a weak area on the top is this area of the viewport, which is still tough to hit. It's a small target, so it's difficult to hit. Coming down, still quite tough. So if you can get the tank hull down, you can protect this lower area, which could potentially be vulnerable. It's 90mm, but because of the angling, you're looking about 140, 150mm. Then over to the tracks. You're looking very, very tough tracks. So from around about 270, 280mm, going upwards. So yeah, it's a very tough tank to penetrate. Looking at the turret, it's only 90mm, but because of the angling and sloping, you can pull off some really good bounces. There's a weak spot on the collar around about here, which is only 90mm, but because it's so flat, it's unlikely to bounce shots. So let's have a look at the armour itself. So under the gun mantle there's this area here, which is a weak spot. But the rest of it is pretty good. If you manage to get a side shot on the turret, it's only 90mm, but because of the angling, it may be 100 or so. But if he's turned towards you, you may well have your shot bounced off. And this area up here of the command's cupola is 90mm, the equivalent of about 140, 150mm pen you need to get through it. So yeah, it's a tough area. And then from the rear, it's only about 45mm, so very easily penetrated with most HE shots. So let's get back to the review, change it back to the Panther 88, and have a look at some of the technical aspects of the tank. Now we've had a quick look at the armour. The penetration of the gun is down by 9, so it's 203mm instead of the 212, because it's using an 88 instead of the 90mm. But the DPM is actually up by 90, so it's 2,176 instead of 2,085, so that's quite good. Reload time's quicker, rate of fire, yep, that's all quicker, but the ammo capacity, it's got 5 rounds less than the Indian Panther, so in a protracted battle it can do less damage overall. Caliber, yeah, 88, which is down on, you see, the 90mm. Shell velocity is identical. View range is actually up, so that's why I say to use the Panther 88 for scouting, because it's got that additional 10 meters of view range, which is very useful. But it's only got 573 meters, so it's of signal distance, whereas the Indian Panther has actually got 720. So the Indian Panther is more of a manoeuvrable tank, which I'll come and show you in a minute. The Panther 88 is less manoeuvrable, and with the signal distance being not quite so good, it's better to have it in the centre of your fellow tanks to be able to show them where the opponents are. So you use the view range and the limited signal range to be able to stay in the centre and spot from the centre, which I find is a good way of using this tank. Accuracy, it's a very accurate gun. It's .307, whereas the Indian Panther's .326. Both very accurate, very, very accurate indeed. Aim time, it's 2.4 seconds instead of 2.59, or approximately 2.6 seconds. So it's a very quick aiming gun. Oh, I'm having problems with my mouse. Bear with me a second. Right, the accuracy of the gun is very, very good. It's .307 from the Panther 88. Whereas the Indian Panther is no slouch. Even though it's got .326, which is very good, it's not as good as the Panther 88. Then you come down to the aim time. The aim time on the Panther is 2.4 seconds, but for the Indian Panther, it's 2.59, so 2.6 seconds approximately. So yeah, there's the accuracy difference. On the move, the Panther's actually got it, but toe traverse, the Indian's got it. Vehicle traverse, the Panther's got it quite significantly. Traversing and steering, they're quite similar, but the Indian's got it. Full speed, very, very good for the Panther. So this is where the Panther wins over the Indian Panther. Full speed traversing, very good again for the Panther. Very, very good. Elevation, this is where it loses out. It's only got 13 degrees of elevation instead of the 20 degrees the Indian Panther's got, so that's quite significant. Gun depression, it's only got 5 degrees instead of 10 degrees that the Indian Panther has, so yeah, watch out for this. Gun traverse is down, so it's only 30.6, whereas the Indian's is 35, so it's significant difference. The Indian Panther can react more quickly, and the Panther could be in trouble if it's been circled by a faster tank, so watch out. Toe traverse is down by just over 4 degrees a second, so that you've just got to watch out for these things. Power is actually quite similar, but it's actually down from the 630 to 600. Specific power 12.9, whereas the Indian Panther's got 15.95, so it's 3 horsepower per ton better. So yeah, you've got to watch out for that. The Indian Panther is much more mobile around the battlefield. Forward, it's actually, it's 4 kilometers an hour slower. So the Indian, like I said, is better around the battlefield. Reversing is the same. Now this is where it actually gains. On different sorts of terrains, you can build a quite good momentum on hard, medium, and soft terrains. It significantly has a significantly lower terrain resistance on every type of terrain. So that's one very good thing that the Panther 88 got. Okay, looking at the shell price, it's about 48 credits less per shell, which is good. It helps, And the repair cost is down by just over 3,500. So, that could be one consideration. The health is up by 200, so it's got an additional 200 hit points at 1,500, whereas the Indian Panther's only got 1,300. It's a weaker tank. Looking at the components, The engine on the Panther is weaker. Only 260 hit points of damage it can take before being knocked out, whereas the Indian's got 320. The tracks are actually stronger, which is very good. So it's 210 instead of 200. The gun is stronger by 30, so it's 200 instead of the Indian's 170. The radio, it could be an issue because if with that short range, if you have your radio knocked out, you just can't tell your crew, the rest of your team, anything. So yeah, that's something to watch out for. Now it says that the armour's less good, but it depends on the angling and where you are in the situation. But yes, overall the Indian does have better armour than the Panther 88, but it just doesn't quite feel that way. For some reason, the Panther 88 feels tougher, and you want to put it in more situations. But you play the two tanks in different ways. So yeah, we'll move on and do a review of the tank and gameplay in a minute. Okay, chance of fire, it's 20% instead of the 12% that the Indian's got. So it's much more likely to have a fire on the Panther 88 than the Indian. So that's the tank in a nutshell. And so let's get into some gameplay. Right, let's get into a game. See what we actually get. Okay. So we'll see if we can use that view range to best ability and see what we actually what we came up with. Okay, Lakeville. Let's have a look at the teams. So we're up against a T-34-3. Lerva, who's to watch out for? Oh, hold on, let's see. Right, T-59 could be a pain. Good players, a Comet. Couple of MX-13, yeah. KV-85, lower tiers. Okay, couple of MX-5100s. So, yeah, and that E-25, he's going to be a right pain. Oh, God, look at the number of games. Ouch. Yeah, 42% win chance. Okay. I'm thinking of actually just heading down to the centre and just getting some spots from the centre.
Anyway, final replay complete.
Okay. The top level players aren't so good, but yeah, we can do this. We can do this. Hopefully, get some spotting. Hope we don't get seen too early, so we don't have to get out of there, because that's one problem with this position. It's a great spotting position, unless you're spotted. So use the bush for defence. Let's have a look. Let the binoculars start. Now, where are they? Oh.
No, not even
yeah,
slightly.
I'd rather go for the Lerva. KV-85 is a good player, but he's out of there. He knows he's been seen, so he's been playing long enough. He must have. Yes,
go for the big boys.
He's another good player. So those two have hit. Oh, tree down. Good view range, but not quite good enough. Come on, we want to shoot someone else. MX over there. There we go. Okay. Oh.
To receive.
Sorry, Cromwell. Oh. I'll take one out. Oh, yes.
Doing more damage.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we could have taken him out. And then gone for the KV-85.
Not a bad result.
He's gone. All. Okay, can we see? No, he's gone. What? Oh, pull back. Bouncing. See, it's got good armour. So that's the thing. Once you're spotted, get out of there. Amy over there trying to just get a lucky shot. Because if he can shoot me, that means that I can probably shoot him. So that's the thing. So try and get the angle right, work out where they are. Okay, so I've dropped off his radar, hopefully by now. Okay, can we move up? Can we get some spots? Can we help the team? Binoculars to come up, see if we can spot something. Let's move up to the corner. Oh, Comet. Been spotted. Could be pain. Don't get in position. Angle better. Come on. Oh goodness. Oh, Type 59.
Nice. No.
Oh, say the track's off, but no damage. Just
Tracks are gone.
It's got a good gun. Can we pair? Try the. Oh, yeah. The Type 59 is such a strong turret. Oh, goodness. Yeah. So we got E25 and the Type working together. Oh, look at these shots we're bouncing. I don't mind bouncing them all day, but they're getting us pinned down. Oh, yeah. I was hoping. But not quite enough. Oh, they really want us. Can we? Come back. No. Come on. You know you want to. Come on. Yes.
Just
yes. Oh, lucky little badger. The binoculars are up. They're just taking pot shots and hoping.
Tracks take it.
They know they hit us. But we're at a good angle. So angle the sides. Oh, come on. Yes.
Low.
Oh.
Explosive.
Come on, poke out. Come. Oh. He's really using it properly. So we're showing them for the team. That's what so we're doing. The job. We're scouting. I've just noticed they're like 1,800 damage so far, which is pretty good. No shots. We've got Comet and Nashorn over near the base. Let's start pushing down. Come in behind them because it looks like they're facing around the corner. Let's come up and give them a big surprise from behind. Hello, boys. Pass me some. Oh, I've been spotted. Keep going, because I'm worried about the Type 59 and might be on the left. Yeah, shot me, but I'm going to take him down. He's a one-shot. They're waiting for me. That means there's probably someone on the left who spotted me. So let's have a look. Oh, there he is. Finally found him.
Surprise, bitches!
Yes.
It's me.
Revenge.
Doing more damage.
Oh, yes. One more. Oh. Type bouncing again. That's one thing about the Type. Gun isn't the best. Get behind these rocks. Oh goodness, I'm in trouble. That's it. Oh. I'm ready for him. If he comes this way, we'll have him. Come on. Oh, the time's going to run out. Would have been nice to take him out. Right, let's have a look at the post-game stats. So, 1, WN8 of 4948, which is okay. 100, let's have a look. It says Class 2, but it's actually a Class 1. 94,000 credits, 8,325 experience. Very, very nice. Nice bit of spotting, 1,392. Nice bit of damage, just over 2,500. So yeah, let's get down to, well, you can see all these shots. Very nice bit of damage we did. So, yeah, 2,558 damage, 3 kills, 1,110 base experience. Very, very nice. 18 shots, 16 hit, only 12 penned. So, okay, yeah, well, the long range shots. So, damage, that 2,558, almost 1,800 from over 300 metres. Took 14 hits, of which only 5 penned, which is brilliant. 9 didn't, so we've soaked 1,135 damage. Spotted 7, hit 8, and destroyed 3. And we allowed our team to do almost 1,400 damage. So, yeah, 94,000 credits. Paid for ammunition and consumables, leaving us with just under 40,000 credits. So base plus the premium bonus, 1,665 times 5, plus 166 for being a premium, 8,491 experience, which is immense. So yeah, so is that view range is the thing that did it. So this is a great spotter, whereas, like we showed, the Indian Panther is more of a dynamic fighter, able to move more around the battlefield, whereas this is more static, but it's got the armour to protect it, as we saw at the beginning. So yeah, it's a very good tank, very good view range, it's a very good sniper, and yeah, I recommend this as a very nice premium tank, and you saw it makes the money. So yes, 71% wins. But yeah, average of 1,337 damage per game, which is quite nice for a tier 8 medium. So yeah, I think it's worth getting. This is a very nice medium tank to have. So yeah, I recommend this tank. I think it's worth having. So thanks for being with me, guys, and see you on the next one.